Hi, this is Sarah Regan from Strengths Now, and we are continuing our video series where we highlight one of the different Clifton StrengthsFinder themes each time and talk about how it shows up in times of crisis or stress or uncertainty. And today we're going to talk about connectedness. So one of the ways I love for people to think about connectedness is to imagine a telescope and that you turn it around. So it is really about zooming out and taking a very wide angle viewpoint and perspective, a very macro perspective. And so if you have connectedness as a dominant theme, you are likely a person who is known to be pretty open-minded, maybe someone who can unify others, who can connect the dots, who can connect people, who maybe notices linkages between things that other people don't. And because of that, it helps you to really integrate and build bridges with people. So in times of stress or in change, one of the things that you're able to naturally do is to see the ripple effects of any action. You can see the downstream or maybe the unintended consequences. And this systemic way of thinking gives you a very holistic viewpoint. And there's a way that it also helps to take what may be very complex and to simplify and to be able to zero in on some of those maybe mission critical elements or things that have to do with purpose and mission. The other thing that you're able to do is to see the human connection. So the way in which people are perhaps more similar to one another than different. You're able to build bridges with people from different cultures and different perspectives, and you're naturally accepting of people. And in this time of a global pandemic, I think that there are so many lessons learned from this connectedness theme. In fact, the world is perhaps now having insight into a way in which you've been thinking all along. And that is simply that we are all connected and that one person's actions will have impact on others, even if we can't see it. And because of that, there is almost a moral responsibility embedded in terms of how we treat one another and how we serve one another. And so that holistic perspective and that ability to really think about beyond time and space and what we can see in front of us, there is a way in which we have a responsibility to one another, how we treat one another, that there is reciprocity built into the system, and that we need to be mindful of that. One of the watchouts for this theme is because the thinking can be so expansive, there could be a perception that someone is out of touch or flaky or not being realistic. And a few things that can be helpful there. One is to find a trusted sounding board, somebody who will allow you to kind of play out what it is you're seeing with these linkages and help you refine your message. Another thing that can help is to search for a story, a human connection within what it is you're thinking about on these many levels and zooming way far out. Bring it down right to something that's in front of people by telling a story about how somebody is impacted or could be impacted. Another thing that can help is to look for visual representations. So to take that very multiplistic way of thinking and to put that into a visual representation with graphs or charts or flow charts as a way of helping people to see and capture what it is you're trying to convey. I think the most important thing is that our theme of connectedness is about community. So I encourage you to take a stand for the communities of which you're a part, and to ensure that other people are bringing what their best selves forward in terms of being a good community member as well. And would love to hear from you about how you're using your connectedness theme, how it's serving you and serving others, and hope to have you tune in next time also. Thanks. Take good care.